So firstly, big up everyone that has subscribed, liked or watched one of the videos, especially this Rangers and Celtic clash that I went to. It's got about 9k views on it, hopefully getting to about 10k soon, so really appreciate that. But some of the comments were sort of asking the question, what is it like, what was my experience like, maybe perhaps as a person of colour, being a Rangers fan, whatever it may be. I've had some comments on TikTok, so I just wanted to reflect on it. So I'm here outside the stadium, and in the background, don't worry, it is the Easter holidays, no kids of course in this video, but yeah, I actually became a Rangers fan based on the fact that I used to go to Ibrox Primary, so this was my school. A lot of fond memories. I used to play football here with a lot of the lads, and yeah, I had good backups here, good honours, whatever you want to call it. We used to play football at lunchtime, and we used to watch the players during our lunch hour, and then when the players were going away to Champions League games or whatnot, you know, we'd see them getting on the bus and heading to the airport. I used to stand outside Ibrox and get autographs. But the majority of my family are actually Celtic fans, which is funny in that sense. But yeah, for me and like two of my cousins in my entire family, we are the Rangers fans. So that's kind of like my experience, fond memories, and being able to use the pitches which are across the road from the stadium as well. So these are the pitches we used to use at lunchtime. I used to have a lot of people that went to other schools in different areas of Glasgow or whatnot. They never got access to things like this. So very, very grateful to be able to like get access to that. And of course, when your football team, your favourite players were emerging across the road or getting the bus to play in their European games or whatnot, it was quite an experience. So a lot of fond memories of that. Sometimes a common sort of look or reaction when I tell people that I'm a Rangers fan is almost disbelief. I'm not saying I get it in all quarters. It's a small portion of people, but they may think, you know, why would a person of colour support Rangers? I've never looked at it that way. I always believed that you support your team, or your club chooses you. As I said, I used to go to Ibrox Primary. My earlier years were spent here. I've got a lot of fond memories. That's how and obviously Rangers were having a lot of success in the 90s. Maybe I was a glory hunter, maybe not, maybe who knows. But yeah, a lot of people look in disbelief sometimes that I'm a Rangers fan. Maybe they think that people of colour should only support Celtic. I'm not sure where all that comes from. I have a lot of friends that are of colour, Asian friends, and they support Celtic. I support Rangers, and that's the way I see it. I don't see anything more than you support a football club, but I do seem to get that reaction quite a lot, so maybe people can elaborate on that. I've only been to about a small number of Rangers games, especially in the past few years. I was living down south, and I never really had the opportunity. So in the last few months, I've been to like the last 3 Europa League ties. I went to the Celtic game. I had great experiences. Warm welcome. You know, I'm always aware though that I am a minority. You won't see people at the games, which I don't think is necessarily a bad thing. Maybe people prefer to watch it at their home or whatnot. I don't know. It's quite expensive to go to these games as well. But one thing that gives me comfort as well, maybe I'm not, you know, there's tons of Asian people in the crowd, but I never feel any kind of way. But what I do like is the players on the pitch. You know, even though like they're black or mixed race, I still feel represented. So I've never felt any type of way, any sort of discomfort. As I mentioned, I've only been to a handful of Rangers games as of recent, and I've used it as a bit of a social experiment, because for a period that I wasn't going, I was almost a bit like, I don't know, a bit apprehensive, but I had a lot of bad experiences growing up in the 90s in Glasgow. And this is not, look at my hair flopping a bit all over the place. This is not specific to Glasgow, because you know you can have racist experiences anywhere. But in the 90s, it was particularly tough for me, my family, and whatnot. So I always just thought to myself that maybe a football game isn't where I'm supposed to be. Maybe I'm supposed to watch it from the comfort of my own home. But then I was speaking to some of my mates that are Rangers fans, white guys, and they were just like, listen, get yourself along, experience it, you'll love it. And I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Like, the atmosphere has been amazing. And it takes me back to when it was the Euros last summer, and all the Scotland fans descended on Leicester Square. The atmosphere was unbelievable. I never actually went to the game, but I was on a come down like 2 days afterwards, because I don't know, there's something about football fans, there's something about that energy, that collective spirit. And yeah, granted, obviously these Rangers games I've went to, bar the Celtic game, we've managed to get results, and it's been huge. So yeah, I've used it as a bit of a social experiment to immerse myself and get over that. As I said, I had some tough experiences in the 90s in Glasgow, me and my family, and I never looked at anyone differently, maybe bar the police who didn't really take it seriously at that time. But now I've used it as an experience to kind of get over all that, and not get over that, but more or less tell myself that I should be able to just come. Why shouldn't I be able to come and watch my own team? With fear of, because when I was, being racially abused in the 90s, I never looked at these people and thought, are they Rangers fans, Celtic fans, Hearts fans? I just looked at them and thought, they're racists. I didn't look at them even by skin colour. I just thought, they don't know what they're talking about. They're being ignorant or whatnot. Anyway, I might be rambling, but I'm just giving you a bit of the backstory. And I'm not sure if I've been rambling here, but I've just been getting some thoughts out. It's been taking me back a little bit, and I think it's been good for me to get to the games and to see it for myself, to see what goes on at Ibrox, to experience the atmosphere. I've been welcomed with open arms, and yeah, granted, some of those games have been fantastic results, bar the Celtic one, but I've had nothing but good experiences. And first and foremost, I'm here to support the team and the manager. And like I said, bit of a cliche, might sound cheesy, but you don't choose your club chooses you, but it's through relatives or location or some experience from your childhood or whatnot. But I'll certainly be back. We'll see, maybe next month once I get some pennies together or whatnot. But yeah, I'll conclude the video. If I have rambled, apologies, but let me know your thoughts in the comments. Again, I don't want to reflect on too much about, I don't see myself as a person of colour. I see myself as going out and being a football fan, but I am still aware that maybe I'm in the minority, as in terms of an Asian person that visits Ibrox or maybe any other ground. But I want to get out to more grounds across Scotland and certainly experience football of all levels. But yeah, Gully Talks, of course, we're on TikTok, nearly hitting 11k. Go and follow me over there and subscribe to this channel, because if I get 100 followers, which I know sounds measly, but I can choose my URL, and I want to get vlogging, I want to get out there more, and I want to share my experiences. I'm sure there'll be a part 2 on this, but again, I've got to tread carefully when I'm speaking about things like this, because I'm not trying to get involved in any point scoring or trying to trigger anyone or anything like that. I'm just merely speaking about my experiences that are kind of true to me. So yeah.